Hello, friends and family. How y'all doing today? My name is Bryan Justice, and I'm doing this video because I wanted to talk about the 1 week urine challenge. So, I think this will be a good place to just talk a little bit about, the rules and what it requires, equipment, supplies, and I guess as per usual, you know, drinking of thyself, which of course brings the usual requirements to the table, which is your own utensil to pour in and to drink from. And so, that doesn't change. As far as how much, I would like to say, I think drink all. And the reason being is if you drink everything, your body's going to go through a certain level of rebalancing. So whether you're in perfect health, whether you are dealing with a chronic so-called disease, whether you've injured yourself or you could have gone through the worst of the worst, your body's always trying to reformulate itself via the many liquids that are inside. You have saliva, you have interstitial fluid, which is inside of your lymph, you have your blood, and you have your filter system, which is in your kidneys, which is your urine. And so you also have your sweat, of course. So all of these things are basically there to revitalize you, to rebalance you. But the one that we want to deal with is definitely the urine. So if we were to drink all of it, all of the urine, I believe that this would try to, rebalance everything. We are light, and we pee out light when we urinate. But the beautiful thing about this practice is that we bring it back in. So you'll see that a lot of practitioners have a certain glow about them. That's because they are drinking of themselves. There's a difference in their eyes. There's a more relaxed and meditative look about them. And then, I'd say, of course, it'd be good to get outdoors. But, from the primary stance of drinking, naturally comes eating. And so I guess another question to ask would be, is this an all urine, no eating? And I would say no, more along the lines of it's really just taking in as much as you can drinking wise. For those who like to drive fast, you can still do that. I would just say that just save what you have for the next day, because my own equation is like in the course of life we are slowly, it's like sand, it's like sands of time where the salts are coming out of us slowly, and the liquids. So you'll see that an older person is more dehydrated than a younger person, and so I feel like this is the attempt to revitalize and return to our less pressurized state, which is when you are, like a baby, fluffy, So it's a good place to start, if anyone hasn't before, to take time, take a week, take a day, take a month. Some people have taken longer. Some people have definitely taken less. But I feel like it's a very good break to have, where we as a society and as a culture are more along the lines of breaking to eat, or breaking the fast, breaking the harmony that we have, breaking into our spirit with material things. And I think this is like a nice way to just bring it back, just scale it back for a little bit. Okay, so yes, you can drink distilled water. if the need is there, I think it's good to have distilled water, early. Um, it's totally open, but in my own preference, I like to. If I do drink, I haven't had distilled water since like March. But if I did, I would drink it first so that I can generate the flow. And some people, vary in the amount that they do, which is fine. Diet. What? I hate that word, diet. Eating. What are you going to eat? I don't know. I would say this. Try to limit the amount of food you eat. I think if you drink all of your urine, it's going to automatically be that meal replacer that would serve to do better than to eat at the moment. You'd be surprised. I think it's Dave Murphy, allegedly Dave Moore, shout out, he's in this group. He's done 1 month, and that was recorded. He was lifting weights, he was doing all kinds of activities, even though he was fasting for a month. My good friend Christo DeBrascio, you know him, he's been living this way for the last 2-3 years. Just drinking his own urine and not really thinking about food. I haven't eaten yet for the day, and I'm not even really hungry. I'm not thinking about food, and I haven't eaten since yesterday about 6 o'clock. So, and that was late for me. So, food is just pleasure, but at the end of the day, we do have certain levels that we are stimulated that we want to wean off, or we want to stay in pace with, and we just don't want to cold turkey ourselves. If we just ease ourselves into a relaxed position where we can be at balance, I think this serves as the perfect balance or rebalancer. Remember, there are all those minerals inside of your pee, so you have everything you need within. Other things that people should caution, or I'm not big on rules. I would definitely say like ease up on like some of the if you are eating something that could make your pee taste spicy, like asparagus or durian or salt. Keep those things limited or none if possible. I'm not trying to create any controversy with ways of being. People have different modalities they live their lives by, and can be very prohibitive. And I just feel all in balance. So if anybody brings that up, I'm going to kind of excuse them, because there's really no need to argue over beliefs. Believe it or not, beliefs, are very terminal. And I think with something like this, it's so large and so existential to everything. We are water, for one. So all the other, medium things, it's all, at the end of the day, it's all stimulation, it's all food. It's all a downgrade to me. And so for the ones who do dry fast, like I love dry fasting. So definitely it would be good to just wait with what you want to drink. So if you let's say you're dry fasting afternoons, or you're dry fasting, even better, you're dry fasting mornings, I think it would be good to wait. If you hold on to what you have, kind of collect it, and you can do your fresh, you can do your aged. So you can save all these things. When you get to it is when you get to it. I just want to read what, hi Betty. I'm looking forward to doing this fast. Thanks for putting it out there. You're welcome. I really think that it's a good idea to have this level of support. There are so many groups out here, and I think there's another one group that could be doing a urine fast right now. And the beauty of this is that a lot of people don't like to do aged. Some people are very into their fresh. I have a preference for my fresh, but for what the age does, I really like what the age does. The very powerful medicinal, and it's you. It's you. How best to explain it? You're basically put yourself in a cup. It's your DNA. It's your whole essence at that particular time. But it somehow it recaptures you, and if you put it outside of yourself, it just has this intelligence that it grabs from like the environment, and I would say it grabs from the good of the environment because it's a living organism. Your urine, I think it's the freshest thing you can eat. We're in a world today where food is tampered with. Stuff could be called organic, and what does that mean? At the end of the day, they put a label on it. They put it in a truck. They barcode it. They zap it. They scan it. They pass it from hand to hand to hand. You get it from your local farmer or grocer. It's marked up. It's trade of money, which there's a whole unspiritual or spiritual value behind money, or no value behind money. And then you get this piece of fruit, and then you eat it, and then the fortunate thing is that you are the ultimate manufacturer. All these things are manufactured, but you manufacture from your own plant. Look at those words. So you manufacture the special vitality, pour it into a cup, and create exactly what you need for that particular time. So I guess the best way to stay in our own level of accountability is maybe we can take daily notes. Maybe we can just do check-ins. I'll occasionally pop up and say, "How's everybody doing?" Dawn's not around. Dawn is she's kind of doing her thing, let's say. So she's taking a little break from everything. So I and a couple of the other angels in the outfield are, helping out. But it's pretty good to stay accountable, keep notes. Don't beat yourself up for anything. But I would like to say that if you eat 3 times in the whole week, that could be a lot, or that could be a little. I would say it's very good to take a break from eating. Imagine just going 1 week and see how you feel. It's something that some of us could have never done. The most I've done was 15 days, but my goal was to do a month, and you see how dramatically that got chopped in half. So those are still on my bucket list to do. And if you can, just stay accountable as far as what you want, what you can attain, what you're doing, and what you've done. And maybe putting that into a whole equation and looking at things for where you want to go will give you that drive that you need. Motivation could be fleeting. Sometimes we got to pump ourselves up. Motivation could be a pump. So, if you got to pump yourself up, or if you want to stay driven, because remember, we're on a road to Wellville. And if you're on a road, you got to go at a constant speed. Going at a speed where you stop, you can get into an accident on the road. I mean, that's just thinking about what's put into motion right now. But yeah, I think there's not much to it. Some people are doing this on a regular basis. Some are new to this. Some are new to urine therapy, and feel free to ask questions, because a lot of people, see the word university. So I did that. I don't know why I did that. At first, I didn't like school. I like school. I like learning. So I guess university gives it an official stamp. Although these universities out here, what they teach could be perfect material for the bonfire of the vanities. So with that being said, I wish everybody well, and I'll see you guys on the medium, the computer, in the kitchen, in the bathroom. All right, everybody. Take care, y'all. Much love. Peace.